It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Chesapeake Energy Arena in downtown OKC. Tonight, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder play host to the Golden State Warriors. And the Golden State Warriors control the tip. Curry to Thompson. Oh, had him going there for a second. And the rebound comes to OKC. Oh, bad pass there. Warriors have it. Durant, guarded by Patterson. Here comes the screen. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble, off a quick pass, or off an ISO. When the ball's in this young player's hands, something just feels right.
Here comes the screen.
Big screen right there, big screen.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Curry has it. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Thunder. Knocks it down off the step back. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate or not hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Paul George missed his first. That one goes. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
George against KD. To Westbrook. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Shot by Westbrook off the mark. Curry to bring it up. They're down three. Here comes the screen. Steph Curry defended by Steven Adams. Oklahoma City ball. Paul George. Add 2 points to the board.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Curry into the front court. Down 5. Screen coming. Steven Adams sends it away. And they pounce. Robertson against the former Cougar. To Adams. And it's Curry who comes up with the board. To Thompson.
Screen left coming, screen left coming, screen left.
The screen sets him up for two.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's Russ at the controls.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
To George. Oh, they call him for the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Time for some new personnel into the game. George. And this will... Schroeder matched up with Livingston. George gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Here's a chance from long range. Won't go down. The follow won't go either.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Paul George. To Schroeder. Jordan Bell rejects it. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Kevin Durant with the rock. Knocked loose. Durant against Paul George. To Schroeder. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Thompson to Curry. Thompson to Curry.
Watch that cutter.
Green with a shot, no good.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
George, defended by Kevin Durant. Has a look. Deep two there, won't go. Draymond Green against Schroeder. To Thompson. Here comes the screen. Shot by Thompson, no good. Schroeder to Paul George. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Thompson and knocks it down.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Thunder with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. OKC now with 4 to shoot. PG lets it fly. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Green to Thompson. Here comes the screen. Oh, he had him there for a second. Cousins. To Thompson. 5 seconds to shoot. Thompson. He was all over him. To George. Paul George. He's 3 for 7.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day. Oklahoma
City's got it. To Schroeder. DeMarcus Cousins with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Short jumper won't fall. Curry with the basketball. 5-point game. Durant, tough matchup against George. The jumper's off the mark. Schroeder with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Paul George. For three. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tension.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions.
Golden State Warriors, number 21.
Klay Thompson matched up with Noel. OKC ball. To George. Paul George. With that, he's 5 for 9.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Here comes the screen. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Paul George at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down.
Substitutions, Golden State.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Cook to bring it into the front court. Down 12. Nothing going here on that drive. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. His team leads it by 10. George matched up with Jerebko. Oh, had him going there for a second. Schroeder to Paul George. From the outside, and a putback slam.
And I'm telling you right now, there's always going to be a home for a player in this league for a guy who does the cleanup work around the rim like that.
Possession lies with Golden State. Quinn Cook picked up by Noel. Screen coming. To Green. Down low, Bell. Jordan's Bell with the dunk. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
George to Schroeder. They get it to George. Down low. Short jumper off the mark. Green to Sean Livingston. From the painted area, won't go down. Here's Schroeder with it. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. It's Cook with the basketball. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. To Sean Livingston. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Hits it. Quinn Cook with a chance at a 4-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. 3-pointer and now a free throw on the trip. Late heave to beat the buzzer, so we're through 1 at Chesapeake Energy Arena. The Thunder on top. Jay and I return after this. It's the NBA on a Friday night, and it's on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Felton into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Down low Bell, leaving no doubt, slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Paul George. Robertson takes aim at Livingston. It's PG for 2. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. The Thunder have the possession. George, he continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
To Green. Five to shoot. Trying to cash in. A shot by Green, no good. Felton into the front court. His guys leading by 14. Short jumper stays out. Cook to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Into traffic, but no good. Almost unlucky bounce. Livingston to bring it up. 14-point deficit. They'll get it down to Green. Short jumper misses. To George. Nothing going here on that drive. George lets it fly. Not that time.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Here comes the screen. Five to shoot for Golden State. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Golden State, number 21, Jonas Jerebko. Subbing in for the Thunder, number 0, Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook to Paul George. Fires the 3. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Quinn Cook against the former MVP. Down to 5 on the 24. Fires the 3, and he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
That's me.
Westbrook to George. 4-3. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Great hustle. That's what you like to see. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Ferguson slams it down.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Durant across the timeline. His guys down big.
Screen come on the left.
Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Westbrook. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Steph Curry picked up by Adams. Thompson. And throws it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Westbrook. Throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The assist from number 0, Russell.
Warriors have the basketball. Curry to Thompson. Durant. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
That's going to be out of bounds. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for Oklahoma City, number 13, Paul George.
Westbrook. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Here's Curry with it up top. Down by 15. Thompson to Curry. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Has a chance, but not today. Short jumper won't go down. Whoa, what a finish.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Terrence Ferguson trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 90% at the line. Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. It's Steph Curry with the rock. Klay Thompson picked up by Adams. Beyond the arc for three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Russell Westbrook matched up with the two-time MVP. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Down a bundle. Kevin Durant. 2 of 4 now.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Westbrook with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Ferguson down to Adams. Easy path to the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Durant picked up by Ferguson. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Kevin Durant. Couple of free throws on the way. Career 88% from the line. First free throw is good.
There it is.
Two for 2 on that trip. Thunder with the basketball. George to Westbrook. Over to the right side. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook to Paul George. Curry into the front court. Trailing by 14. Count the bucket for 2. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit.
Klay Thompson swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Steph Curry. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And hits the first free throw.
Oklahoma City, number 54, Patrick Patterson.
And gets both to drop at the line. Westbrook into the front court. His team on top by 8.
Let's cut. Let's cut.
Ferguson defended by Cousins. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Kevin Durant. He's 3 of 5. 6 now a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout from OKC as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 3.
Russell Westbrook takes aim at Steph Curry. Ferguson down for Robertson and stuffs it home.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Steph Curry guarded by Russell Westbrook. For Durant down low, and the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Patterson, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number
Thompson.
3.
Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Here's Westbrook controlling the offense.
Here come a left.
Ferguson to Westbrook. Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. Tough move in close quarters with the crossover. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Not done yet. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Westbrook across the timeline. Up by 6. The drive right to the basket. Shot from in close, no good. To Durant. Kevin Durant. He's now 4 for 6.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Oklahoma City ball.
I got this play on. Let's go.
Westbrook. Passed it off. Slam dunk.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Curry to bring it up. Down 6. Durant. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Number 21.
Durant with the basketball up top. Margins 8. Lets it fly from long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
It's Westbrook. Deep 2 there, won't go. That'll do it for the first half. Thunder with the lead.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Thunder are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Warriors had kept it close after 1 half. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Steals.
We might be enjoying these first half highlights of steals, but I'm sure the coaches won't be in the next film session. Neither of these teams have been consistently able to maintain control of the basketball.
Player of the half.
Paul George did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
cold.
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Russ at the controls. To George. Going to launch beyond the arc. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
He was absolutely scoring at will in the first half. But now that the defense has picked up, don't try to do too much. Less is more.
He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Durant buries it.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
George to the basket, but it won't go. Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
And the finish, slam dunk.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Cousins. Curry. And the rebound pulled down by Adams. Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. Offensive board. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys down 3. To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Add 2 points to the board.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Paul George. Here comes the screen. George against Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins tips it. And he'll head to the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Steven Adams. He's got 2 shots coming. 56% for his career. Oops, he missed the first one. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Curry into the front court. His guys now down by a point. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Russell Westbrook with the rock. To George. From long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
Steph Curry against the elite defender Robertson. Nothing going here on that drive. And he knocks it down, Jay.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
And look out.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Russell Westbrook, defended by Cousins, goes to the left side. George, well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot, but what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Durant up against Patterson. Has a look. A shot by Durant that's no good. Runner here won't go down. To Cousins. Shot from the lane won't go. Westbrook with it. Our score all even in this third quarter. DeMarcus Cousins with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Paul George fires to Durant. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and Kevin Durant unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the three.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Westbrook to Paul George. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Curry smothering deep. To George. Here's a chance from long range. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
And the basket good at the rim.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
And Jay, they called the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Westbrook to Paul George. DeMarcus Cousins, huge block. And he stepped out of bounds, turns the ball over. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 17, Dennis Schroeder.
KD with the rock. And finishes strong. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Paul George. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. George. Great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Durant. Slams it down.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Schroeder with the basketball. The deficit is 6. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. The margin standing now at 7. Trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. Curry to Durant. For 3. Not getting the bounce. DeMarcus Cousins. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as a difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Fires the three. Jay, I don't know if you call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, Ed. I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that.
Here we go.
Paul George, 4-2. Can't connect. To Durant. To Cousins. Around the perimeter. Fires the three. Not going down here. George. To Adams. That is great vision to set it up. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
And, Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Durant, guarded by Schroeder. 4-3. He engulfed him that time. Here's Schroeder with it. His guys trail by 10. It's George for 2. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in it. They even throw their bodies into it. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
To Thompson. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Green, 5 to shoot for Golden State. Beyond the arc for 3. Livingston can't get that one to go. Defense was all over him. George against the native of Sweden. Down low, Noel. And finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters. But when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Livingston to Thompson. Durant, terrific vision. Count the basket inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Paul George to Schroeder. Here comes the screen. George. Great look and vision. From the painted area, won't go down. Green to Sean Livingston. Paul George able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Durant defended by Robertson. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Durant. Textbook defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Paul George to Schroeder. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
To Thompson. Down to Green. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Warriors have it. Durant, guarded by Nerlens Noel. To George. No, I missed a short one there. Livingston across the timeline. It's an 8-point lead. To Durant. Livingston against Paul George. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Warriors enjoying some breathing room right now. The Warriors won the opening tip, so they have it to start the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Nerlens Noel snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
George to Schroeder. Flushes it home.
I love when I get a chance to watch guys who can make more out of what they actually have in their arsenal. And that's who Dennis Schroeder is. For a guy who really can't shoot, he sure does put the ball in the bucket.
Durant matched up with Paul George. To Sean Livingston, trying to cash in. Nice pass to get things going.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Russell Westbrook in a matchup with Quinn Cook. A bad pass there. Warriors have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Nice finish at the rim.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Livingston to Durant. Draymond Green. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And Russell Westbrook, he can turn a game in an instant. Hits the 3 on the quick release. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
To Durant. Has a chance. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
Nope. First one does not go. Missed the second one as well. Schroeder to Westbrook. Big man, Steven Adams. 3 for 6 now.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Finish that. Russ at the controls. Here comes the screen. Russell Westbrook sizing up Draymond Green. Now Adams down low. Steven Adams with the slam.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Westbrook into the front court. His guys down 11. To Adams. Big man, Steven Adams. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Durant, off the mark, no good. Schroeder with the basketball. His guys down by 9. Westbrook. And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezi. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Golden State at the controls. Durant to Curry. Surveys the floor. Has a look. Shot by Thompson misses. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Right now, down 7. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Russell Westbrook at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's Golden State basketball. Curry to Durant. To Curry. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Stephen Curry at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 90% at the line. Free throws good for Curry, and the Warriors extend their lead. Westbrook with the basketball. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Shot from the lane won't go. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Durant. Oh, he had him there for a second. Thompson to Durant. Another chance. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Russell Westbrook against the former Cougar. To Schroeder. OKC now with 4 to shoot. Down low Adams. Couple of cracks at the line now.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Steven Adams, couple of free throws on the way. He's struggled so far. And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Steph Curry guarded by Russell Westbrook. To Thompson. To Curry. 5 to shoot for Golden State. Shot clock violation. Count the basket.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Westbrook over to the right side. To Westbrook. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. Short jumper won't go down. Warriors basketball. To Green. Thompson. Gets it in the left corner. Curry.
And I'll never forget one of my first games playing as a rookie with the Bulls. I talked to Steve Nash, and Steve Nash always used to tell me, the more you come out and you get your teammates involved, the easier it will be for you to score down the stretch. Think about it. You come out, you get 7, 8 quick assists, then a ball fake on the next possession. He bit. Easy layup.
Steph Curry against Schroeder. Short jumper off the mark. Westbrook into the front court. 9-point margin. DeMarcus Cousins pins it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Green to Thompson. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Thompson to Curry. Short jumper won't fall. Here's Schroeder with it. His team down 9. And scores.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Curry to Thompson. To Curry. Goes to the right side. Trying to cash in. Not going down for him this time. Stuffs it down with authority. We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way. New blood coming in for both sides. Durant matched up with Patrick Patterson. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Short jumper misses. Curry. Shot clock winding down. Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. That was huge. And with it, he's 4 of 10 tonight.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
To Durant. Five to shoot for Golden State. Thompson. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
It's Westbrook. Wide open look, won't go. Here's the whistle. Intentional foul.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Now here's an intentional foul. So free throws coming up in what is an 8-point ball game.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
Misses the first. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. The Thunder will use a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter and a chance here to empty their bench. George, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Steph Curry against the former MVP. Spins and scores. Russell Westbrook against KD. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors won this game after a close finish. They did an incredible job with the three ball, getting plenty of points from long range. As a squad, they were able to take advantage of a perimeter defense that couldn't lock them down. Check out the leading scores for the Golden State Warriors. The Thunder lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Kevin Durant seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again. He kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at the remaining games. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
Good evening from Oakland, California. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, you think of this building, Oracle Arena, Vince Carter won the dunk contest here. The Warriors have won championships in this building. You love this. It brings out the best.
It's called the Oracle Experience. In 2016, the Golden State Warriors broke the single-season game record for victories with 73, beating the 96 Bulls. They still have the same cast in play.
Now that's strength in numbers. 10 men on the floor. Let's do this. The Milwaukee Bucks control the tip. Bledsoe on a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Stephen Curry trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 90% at the line. Free throws good for Curry, and the Warriors extend their lead. Bucks at the controls. Bledsoe to Middleton. Bledsoe, deep left corner. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, short. Runner here, won't go down. To Adetokunbo. Middleton. Driving right to the basket. And the finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Curry into the front court. His team up by 1. Cousins to Durant. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake. Have we ever seen... anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
DeMarcus Cousins able to recover with the block. Won't go. Curry with the basketball. Leads 3. Durant to Curry. Down to 5 on the 24. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Giannis with it up top. Down 5. Middleton buries it on the catch and shoot.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
KD with the rock. Kevin Durant, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Bledsoe with it up top. Trailing by 4. Chris Middleton with the slam.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Durant with the basketball up top. Looking to make something happen. To Cousins. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Down 4. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Hey, look, Sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Chris Middleton, he's got 2 shots coming. A career 87% from the line. Nope, first one does not go. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. It's Curry controlling the offense. To Durant. Curry. Probing the defense. 4-3. Not easy.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
Bledsoe with it up top. Now down 6. To Adetokunbo. Kevin Durant swats it. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Durant across the timeline. Up 6. For 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Bledsoe with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Kevin Durant sends it away. To Lopez. Trying to cash in. Just off the mark. Durant with the basketball up top. Up by 6. To Thompson. Durant. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Bledsoe to Middleton. Adetokunbo curling inside. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Durant across the timeline. His team up by 7. To Curry. To Durant. Oh, he had him there for a second. Durant to Thompson from long range. Not that time. He misses. Nice step through and the finish, Jay.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
The jumper's off the mark.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Look, it's still early. Make your opponent work for those possessions. You don't want to start racking up too many personal fouls.
First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. Giannis in control of the basketball. Right now, down 7. To George Hill. Curry with the ball.
Believe in yourself.
Thompson. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
To Middleton. Whoa, Chris Middleton. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Curry to Durant. To Curry. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Giannis with it up top. Margins 8. No good.
I got ball. I got ball. I got ball. It's all me.
2-point shot for Curry. Steph Curry. 2 for 3 now here in the first. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to explode.
The pass set it all up.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
It's Golden State basketball. Curry to Thompson. Curry to Thompson. 5 to shoot for Golden State. Kevin Durant lets it go. Kevin Durant. He's now 4 for 6.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 77, Ersan Ilyasova. Into the game for the Golden State Warriors, number 23.
Giannis for 2 and scores on the step back.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Curry to Thompson. Ersan Ilyasova. Huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And he finishes at the rim.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Bell to Green. Kevin Durant. With that shot, he's 5 for 8. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
And the rebound taken down by Green. Warriors basketball. Green to Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. Creates the space to bury the 3 on the step back.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Hill across the timeline. Trailing by 11. Adetokunbo to Middleton. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Kevin Durant with the rock. To Curry. To Middleton. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Durant with the basketball up top. Lead stands at 7. Knocks it down from mid-range.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Hill to Middleton. It was right there. Cook to bring it into the front court. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. To Green. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Here comes the screen. Middleton to Hill. Fires the three. George Hill forcing that one. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And knocks it down. Jay, for the defender, tough to gamble once the ball's behind the arc. The Bucks at the controls.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Oh, had him going there for a second. 20-footer at the buzzer. Whoa, Chris Middleton. He's now 5 for 6. Long key from three-quarters court. That ends the period. The Warriors with the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Livingston across the timeline. His team leads it by 10. Now a steal by Milwaukee. Count the bucket for 2.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Warriors have the basketball. Here comes the screen. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Livingston to Durant. From the painted area, won't go down.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
That's off the side of the rim, no good. Durant to Shaun Livingston. Thompson to Durant. To Thompson. And that one out of bounds off of Buck. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Has a look. Shot by Thompson, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Here comes the screen. George Hill. Nice pass to get things going.
Yeah, baby, here we go, here we go.
Substitutions.
Grayson Allen to Adetokunbo. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Livingston. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Knocked loose. Warriors come up with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect. Bucks basketball. Grayson Allen over to the right side. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play. Get locked in.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Sean Livingston. Slam dunk. Malcolm Brogdon.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Livingston. Nothing going here on that drive. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
And counted at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Cousins. Stephen Curry with a look. Steph Curry. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
He throws it down.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Here comes the screen. Grayson Allen to Bledsoe. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Livingston to bring it up. Leads just a point. To Cousins. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
DeMarcus Cousins, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. First one goes down. Two for 2 on that trip. Giannis in control of the basketball. They're down 3. Curry to bring it up. Looking to make something happen. Count the basket inside.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Adetokunbo. Brogdon to Adetokunbo. Wide open look, won't go. Possession lies with Golden State. To Sean Livingston. Surveys the floor. DeMarcus Cousins. He's 2 for 2 now.
Old school equals high percentage.
Giannis with it up top. Right now, down 7. Gets to the basket and scores.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Warriors come away with it. Giannis Antetokounmpo with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Nice pass to set things up.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Curry. And Cousins throwing it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Antetokounmpo to Allen. DeMarcus Cousins with a piece. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down. It's Steph Curry with the rock. To Sean. Livingston. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
To Antetokounmpo. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Klay Thompson. Subbing in for the Milwaukee Bucks, number 22, Chris
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Eric Bledsoe. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Warriors have the basketball. Curry to Green. Cousins. Giannis grabs the board. To Lopez. Antetokounmpo. Short jumper stays out. Curry into the front court. Up 6. Bucks have the rebound. Bledsoe to Middleton. To Brogdon. Middleton. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Curry. Down low to Cousins. To Green. Thompson. No good and no foul.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Drive here, but the shot stays out. Cousins to Curry. Thompson to Curry. Here's a chance from long range. That's how you defend. Bledsoe with it up top. 4 points the differential as we come up on halftime. Here comes the screen. Brogdon to Lopez. Brook Lopez. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Golden State at the controls. Curry to Thompson. Takes stock of the floor. Curry to Thompson. Lets it fly from long range. Textbook defense. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Bledsoe shot misses. We reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Warriors are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors. The Bucks have kept it close after 1 half. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Bench points.
What I found interesting about that half of basketball is how the momentum stayed high even when the substitutions started coming into the game. These guys coming off the bench, from both benches actually, are doing a great job of making positive contributions.
Player of the half.
Kevin Durant tallied a lot of blocks in the first half and really made his presence known on the defensive end. I bet we end up seeing the opposition get even more timid around him.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
It's Steph at the controls. To Green. Draymond Green. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Here comes the screen. Bledsoe gets it in the left corner. Brogdon to Bledsoe. Middleton. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Deep left corner to Curry.
Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Jonas Jerebko rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Leads one. To Curry. The drive right to the basket. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Team foul number 1.
Stephen Curry at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot, buddy.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Giannis in control of the basketball. His guy's down 3. To Bledsoe. Middleton. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. It stays with Milwaukee. Bledsoe. 5 on the shot clock for Milwaukee. It's Golden State basketball. Knocks it down from mid-range.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Brogdon to Antetokounmpo. Fires the 3 and knocks it down. Jay, the defender, tough to gamble that time beyond the arc.
Oh, okay. I don't see any more phantom screens like I did in the first half. I actually see people being hit, which opens up three-point shooters to operate off those screens. It's all coming together.
To Curry. Nothing going here on that drive. It's Steph for 2 and hits off a killer step back.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. From the outside, no good. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Leads 4. To Curry. 4-3. And Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
To Middleton. Knocked loose. Love the hustle. Sprawled down on the deck. Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there. Utilized consistently throughout the course of the game.
Gets it in the right corner. To Green. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Steph lets loose. Can't connect. And Cousins is fouled. Boogie going to the line. He's going to shoot 2.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
DeMarcus Cousins. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. Off the mark on the first free throw.
For the Milwaukee Bucks, number 11, Brook Lopez. Stepping in for Golden State, number 3.
No good. Missed them both. To Bledsoe. Adetokunbo. DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air. That's his third block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Bledsoe. Had a chance, but it's no good.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
All by himself, creates his own shot there.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Bledsoe at the basketball. His guys down by 9. Middleton. Oh, that's how it's done.
It just seems like everybody's getting more touches. I'm not saying who, but it seemed like the ball stopped in a certain player's hands, which forced the defense to become stagnant.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and the effort.
Bledsoe. And he's going to the free throw line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
And he connects on the first free throw. Hits the second. One more coming. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Warriors basketball.
Here we go. Here we go.
Curry. For 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Bledsoe. A bad pass there. Warriors have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Has a chance. Bledsoe shot off the mark. Curry has it.
That's me. I got ball.
From long range. Shakes free and hits.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
To George Hill. George Hill. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Here's Curry with it up top. It's an 11-point game. They work it down to Cousins. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Knocked loose. Warriors have it. Curry to Thompson. To Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Hill into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. To Bledsoe. Trying to cash in. The advantage is 13 points. Curry. And the rebound taken by Bledsoe. Hill across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. To Middleton. DeMarcus Cousins tips it. Ooh, 5 now.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Bledsoe with it up top. His guys down big. Hill. Knocked loose. Warriors come up with it. 2-point shot for Curry. Jumper's good.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself, defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Grayson Allen to Hill. Calls out a...
We know what's coming. Don't give up.
Substitutions, Golden State. Into the game for the Milwaukee Bucks. Number 11, Brook Lopez.
George Hill goes to the left side. Add 2 points to the board.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Right.
Bell fires the 3, knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
Watch the pick. You see it.
Has a look. And the rebound taken by Golden State. Curry into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Has a chance. Hill into the front court. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. Lopez. Off the assist.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Warriors have the basketball. Curry. Nothing going here on that drive. To Curry. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. That misses with 2 seconds to go. 3 quarters down. The Warriors with a commanding lead. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. This was a one-possession game at the break, but things went south from there.
But guess what, Ed? It's always a one-possession game. That's how you need to approach each possession in basketball. You can't score and then get back in the game 30 possessions later. You have to do it one possession at a time.
Possession lies with Golden State. Livingston. Here comes the screen. Livingston. Pass to Cousins. Down low. The Bucks clear the rebound. Hill across the timeline. Down a bundle. Middleton. Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Livingston driving, but his shot won't go down. To Adetokunbo. Jonas Jerebko pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
The assist from
Giannis with it up top. He'll run the offense. Trying to cash in. The screen sets him up for two.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Warriors have the basketball. Livingston to Cousins. A lot of contact. No whistle. Giannis Adetokunbo. Rebound taken by Jerebko. It's Cook with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Cousins. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
DeMarcus Cousins at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Here comes the screen.
Get over, get over.
Adetokunbo to Middleton. Knocked loose. Warriors come away with it. Ah, rocking the rim.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Hill to Middleton. Probing the defense. Here comes Adetokunbo to Middleton. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Green. To Lopez. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Light him up, light him up.
Curry. He drills the three.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Nothing going here on that drive. Not that time. Brook Lopez. He's now 4 for 6.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
It's Curry controlling the offense. To Green. Sizing up the defense. Shot from the lane won't go. George Hill to Middleton. Stuffs it down with authority.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Curry to Thompson. Beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot. He hits.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Curry with the ball. Probing the defense. Curry to Durant. Five to shoot for Golden State. Curry. Not that time. And Cousins is fouled. Boogie going to the line. He's going to shoot two.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
DeMarcus Cousins, a couple of free throws on the way. At this juncture, he's shooting 60% from the line. First try at the line, no good. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Bucks at the controls. To Middleton. Has a look. And he hits.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
I got ball. I got ball.
Curry to Cousins. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. Now a shot by Thompson, no good.
Be alert. Be alert. Here it comes. Be alert.
To Brogdon. Hill to Middleton. Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
For the Golden State Warriors, number 34, Sean Livingston.
Watch that cut. I get the cut. Watch the cutter. Watch the cutter.
5 seconds to shoot. Giannis for two. And he scores on the step back.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Golden State at the controls. To Sean Livingston. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. Adetokunbo on a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. Curry. To Durant. Finger roll. Finishing with finesse.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Curry to Cousins. Here's a chance from long range. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Nice finish at the rim.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Not that time. Bledsoe with the basketball. Trailing by 14. To Middleton. Bledsoe. Short jumper off the mark. To Sean Livingston. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Giannis shoots, knocks it down from mid-range.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Livingston across the timeline. Up a dozen to Curry. Nothing going here on that drive. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Curry to Durant. Lets it fly from long range. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. It'll stay with the Bucks. New blood coming in for both sides. Bledsoe. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Misses the first. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. It's Golden State basketball. Durant. Surveys the floor. Deep right corner. Nothing going here on that drive. Almost, but no good.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Oh, with the foul, and a chance coming up at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Cook to bring it into the front court. His team leads it by 10 to Durant. Here comes the screen. Durant. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Kevin Durant at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Cousins to Durant. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Fires the 3. Won't go down. Warriors basketball. Draymond Green able to recover with the block. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 11, Brook Lopez. Into the game for the Golden State Warriors. Number 24.
Bledsoe.
On your lap, here he comes.
Easy path to the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Lopez swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Brogdon goes to the left side. Won't go. Warriors have the basketball. To Durant. Deep left corner. Green. Down low, Boogie. Short jumper. Won't go.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. From the painted area, won't go down. Durant across the timeline. The lead is 12. Down low to Cousins. Rebound taken by Milwaukee. Bledsoe shot misses. Late heave to beat the buzzer. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors took this down to the wire before getting the win. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Here are the guys who put up the most points
For the Golden State Warriors.
The Bucks just couldn't close this one out. The way they shot the ball was outstanding. But even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today. Check out the leading scores for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Steph Curry played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
As we near the end of the regular season, here are the remaining games. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.